I am on a 3-week work trip, and I thought I would show you all the things that I pack for cosmetic and beauty and skincare, all that jazz. Because packing for 3 weeks is a lot harder than I thought it would be, because it's a little too long to use travel size of anything, but I didn't really have an option for certain things. So this is my organizer. It's actually from Mary Kay, which is, I used to use their products, and it's a roll-up, so it does this thing, okay, and each of these little things comes off. It's Velcro, and then it zips up. And the thing I love about it is this, because this means it hangs up, okay, and so I hang it either in the bathroom, or I'll show you where I hang it. See, there's a hook right there above my suitcases. That's where I usually hang it, so that the housekeeping staff can clean the bathroom without worrying about hitting my stuff. So I'm just going to go through this pocket by pocket, and then this is overflow because it wouldn't all fit into one container for 3 weeks. So I'll explain. There's some organization here. This is like medicines, cosmetics, bath and body and skincare, makeup brushes. Yeah, I'm a little OCD when it comes to that kind of stuff, because it's easier to get ready in the morning without contacts if I can kind of feel my way for different categories. So I'm just going to pull each pocket out. Okay, so this is the basis of what's in the medicine pouch. Okay, so we have Band-Aids. I have several of these in case I had blisters or whatever. I actually haven't had to use any, thank goodness. Digestive relief. This is like Pepto-Bismol in pill form. I am generally paleo and eat really healthy, and I knew in a hotel I'd be eating things that are not normally part of my diet. So I grabbed this. Again, I haven't had to use it, which is wonderful. This is acetaminophen, Tylenol, whatever you want to call it. I also had a bottle of ibuprofen, and the very first week, one of my trainees needed a pill, so I grabbed the bottle, took it downstairs, and then someone stole it out of my training room, so I don't have it anymore. But again, I haven't had to use the Tylenol, so this has been a blessing. I know if I hadn't packed any of these things, I would have needed every single one. This is effervescent immune support tablets, which are like those airbornes that people take before they go on flights. I have used a couple of these just out of precautionary measures, because people are getting sick left and right in this hotel. And then these are Wipe and Clear. They're lens wipes for my glasses. They're just useful to have. And then these are NyQuil and DayQuil packs. These are actually the Target version, but if you start to get a cold here, there's no days off, so you got to kind of, knock it out with some kind of pill. So I have these, again, thankfully, haven't had to use them. But that's the basis of what I brought for medicine. Okay, so this is what I brought basically for cosmetics. This and this and this powder back here, they don't fit in that pouch organizer roll-up thing I have, but everything else is what's in there. So I'm just going to go through this stuff pretty quickly. Remember, again, I don't usually wear a ton of makeup on days off, but since I'm working 17 days out of 20, I needed to have some makeup because we have clients and stuff like that. So I brought a couple different options for things just because I wasn't sure how my skin was going to react after 3 straight weeks, that kind of stuff. So the first thing are these. This is IT Cosmetics CC cream. I'm kind of in between shades, so I have two. I have the fair and the light, and so I mix these two. So this is an SPF 50, and it's really easy to put on. Like, I just kind of buff it on with a little brush, and I don't have, it's really low maintenance, and has good coverage, but it also is really good for your skin. So this was worth it for me to bring down, and it takes me a long time to go through these. But so this is one set of foundation type base. And then the other base I brought is this. It's JCat Beauty HD Skin Sealer Foundation. This is a drugstore price. It's sold online, but it was like $8, and it's good. It matches my skin really well. I'm in the color, I don't remember what color this is, and it's not Air Fresh Vanilla. So that's the good stuff. And this I'd put on with a beauty sponge, which I'll show you in a few minutes. And then this is Coty Airspun powder. This has been around since 1935. And they sell this at Walmart. And it's a huge container. And I just use it to set anything if it's sticky or not drying as far as my base goes. Concealer, Tarte Shape Tape is, still not sure if I like this or not, but I needed something because I get really bad dark under eye circles when I'm at training because I'm not sleeping as much as I should be. So I needed something to cover, and it's pretty pricey. I mean, there's a lot of product in here, so I'm still not sure, but I'm not sure how I feel about the coverage of it. Okay, it covers a lot, but I don't know how I feel about the lasting power for the price. So we'll see. It's a good test. Then I have 2 sample size mascaras that came in various things. One is Smashbox and one is Tarte. I haven't even opened the Tarte one yet, but I brought 2 because sometimes these samples only last a couple uses, and 3 weeks, again, long time for samples to last. Then these are Skindinavia is the name brand. These are the travel size. This is a primer spray, and this is a finishing spray. I don't really know that I like the primer spray, but it came with the finishing spray. I love the finishing spray. I spray this as the last thing I put on after I put on my makeup, and it helps everything to stay all day. And since I'm working for 12 hours, this stuff is great. Then I have this Contour Effects palette. It's just it's a contour, a bronzer, and a highlighter, which I really don't use the bronzer at all. I use the contour a little bit to make it look like I have some cheekbones instead of just a round face, and I use a tiny bit of the highlight on my tops of my cheeks and like on the tip of my nose just to give me some life on my face. And the one blush I brought is Milani. You can buy this at CVS, and this shade is Romantic Rose, and I love it. It's just neutral, natural, doesn't really look like you're wearing anything because that's my goal. Oh, and this City Color is really affordable. It was like less than $10, I think. And then eyes, I have this BH Cosmetics palette. It is 9 eyeshadows, and on the other side, it is 9 lipsticks, which I haven't even used. I brought them because there's a ton of shades here, and I wasn't sure with the different outfits I was wearing if I was going to need them. But I've ended up not wearing lipstick most days because it gets all over my coffee cup and stuff like that. But these eyeshadows are perfect because I can do pretty much anything with any color outfit, and these match. So, love that. And then lips-wise, aside from the ones in this palette, I brought a ColourPop liquid lipstick because they dry down, so they don't transfer very much. This is what I prefer because they don't get all over my face and things like that. But again, I haven't even worn this because lipstick is the last resort on things. This is a lip gloss. Haven't touched it. It's a Butter London Lippy. I got it at the drugstore. This ColourPop is like $5. And then 2 e.l.f. matte lip colors. These, they're only like $3, but they're my favorite thing because they don't dry completely down, but they last a long time. And they're good natural colors, and they're affordable. And then I brought, this is to remove liquid lipstick. So like this kind that dries down pretty hard. To remove it, you need something, it's just like an oil-based, almost like a chapstick that removes it. And then for eyes, I have Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is an eyeshadow primer. I've never paid full price for this. I get it at Nordstrom Rack for half price. And it's wonderful stuff. It makes your eyeshadow last all day. And so what I would do is I put that on my lid, let it dry a tiny bit, and then I take this. This is Wet n Wild Single Shadow in Brulee. It's just like a nude shadow. And I set the primer with this. I just brush this all over the lid on top of the primer. And then I would put the eyeshadow on. And then for eyeliner, I brought a brown and a black. Okay, these are Rimmel Exaggerate waterproof eyeliners. And then if I'm feeling really exhausted, then I use this Rimmel. It's a nude eyeliner, and I put that on the inner part of my eyelid because it makes you look more awake. So that is the basics of, that's what I brought for makeup. And so usually I will just, on the days that I'm really tired, I put on this and a smidge of blush and then some eyeshadow and eyeliner. And then on the days that I'm feeling a little more awake, I will do this foundation because it needs a little more finesse to it. And then I'll set it with the powder, use a little bit of concealer, eyeliner, eyeshadow, mascara, all that stuff. But yeah, I've been going for the low maintenance look. Alright, so here's the basis of my skincare for while I'm here. Skincare and like health and beauty, that kind of thing. So these are my Cellar water wipes. They're just like face wipes to remove the bulk of my makeup before I actually wash my skin. Because otherwise you have to wash your skin twice to get the makeup off and then to clean your skin. So I use these first. And then to wash my face, I have this sample Avene Clean & Gel. It's a soapless cleanser and it works for travel. It's nice. And then for moisturizer, I use this Hydra Active cream that has hyaluronic acid in it. That's my day cream for my face. And at night I use this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair cream because it doesn't have any like SPF or anything in it. So I use that at night and it's pretty thick because I moisturize day and night. And then this is a sample of an eye cream because my eyes get puffy. So I use that. And then for my body, I have a sample Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion. And this Caudalie is it's a lip conditioner because every night I put moisturizer on my lips because moisture is the key to staying young looking. Then this is a konjac sponge, whatever they're called. It gets soft when you wet it, and this is what I wash my face with. So I use the cleanser on this in the shower or at the sink. And then toothpaste. This is my second one. I go through these travel suckers pretty quickly. This is Purity Made Simple. It's a face cleanser, but I actually use it to clean my makeup brushes and my face if I have a lot of makeup on. And then hand sanitizer because everybody's getting sick. And then this is regular like contact saline solution. This is not what I clean my contacts in. This is just in case of like an emergency pullout of contacts because the stuff I clean my contacts in is 3% peroxide and it has to sit for at least 6 hours or I can't put my contacts back in. So if I just need to take them out for a couple hours, I rinse them in this. And then these are just eye re-wetting drops in case they get dry. And that's the basis of the health and beauty department. I mean, not pictured as deodorant. And then I have a full size of the contact solution that I use overnight. It's the full size one because I'm here for so long. And this is the basics of my hair care. I had to bring a full size shampoo and conditioner because one, I don't like hotel shampoo and conditioner. My hair is pretty picky. It just gets gross. And then this is a dry shampoo, but it's a powder because I wanted one that wasn't an aerosol since I was flying with it. And so you just kind of shake this in your hair to get some extra volume and absorb any oil. I just use that occasionally. And then my wet brush, hairbrush, which is my favorite hairbrush of all time. And I grew up with hair that it hurt to brush, and this one doesn't do that. And then this is a pouch just full of all little hair things. So there's like scrunchies, there's hair ties, there's clips, there's even a headband in here. And then I have two headbands that look like this. One's brown and one's black. These are basically what I wear for work because I have to wear a microphone when I talk, and this keeps me from messing with my hair while I'm talking. And that is the basics of hair. And so this is a travel size Lysol, and this is a Tide to Go pen, and this is a wash and stain bar. It's a soap bar from the laundress. These are all things that I don't travel without. Lysol because obviously it makes things smell better and it disinfects. Tide to Go stick because I am constantly spilling things on myself, and when you're here for 3 weeks you need to get stains out. Okay, and then the same thing with the wash and stain bar. I have washed things out in my sink or in my tub, and then you hang them to dry, and they are clean. So I use these all the time, and then especially with a stain, because I sometimes need to rewear those clothes. Or if I just need to freshen something up, I will use some combination of these three things. And that's how I stay fresh. Some people had to go to the laundromat halfway through, and I didn't have the time or the money to do that. So these are what I live by.